I don't usually do commentaries on Telile 24/7, but I would like to end this show by sharing a few thoughts that I've had concerning the terrible tragedy that unfolded in northern and central Nova Scotia over the past weekend. We've all been touched by this tragic loss of life that happened so quickly over a 12-hour span. And there's a reason that we've all been touched by this, apart from the absolute tragedy of having to say goodbye to someone in such short order, whether we knew them or not. The point is, we in the Telile coverage area all come from rural communities, not all that different from Portapique, many of them about the same size as Portapique. We come from communities like Arishat, Petit de Gras, Janvrin's Island, West Arishat. We come from communities like Evanston, Whiteside, Huronville, Lower River inhabitants. We come from communities like Dundee, St. George's Channel, St. Peter's, River Bourgeois, Grand Grave, Lordways, Grand River, Framboise, and Forshoe. We come from communities like Budladek First Nation, Salmon River, Irish Cove, and Johnstown and Red Islands. When one of our sister communities here in Nova Scotia is violated the way Portapique, Shubenacadie, Glenholm, and Enfield were violated over the past weekend, it touches us all and makes us wonder what we can do. Well, I have no real answers about what we can do. I'm just a journalist. I'm just a human being like the rest of you. One thing I do know is that in times like this, I do often turn to the Bible and to Scripture. And the Scripture that comes to my mind most often when a tragedy like this unfolds in our own home province, a place that we never thought it could happen, is a line from Psalm 30 that says, "Weeping may endure through the night, but joy comes in the morning." It's going to take a long time for joy to come to Portapique, to Colchester County, and to the many places from one end of Nova Scotia to the other that were impacted by this tragedy. And in the meantime, until that joy comes, let's keep reaching out to each other, despite the isolation that we have to put ourselves into, and find some way, big, small, or anywhere in between, that you can show your love and support for our neighbours in Portapique and throughout Colchester County and throughout Nova Scotia. Together we are stronger, and together we're going to get through this, one day, one heart, and one small community at a time.